I find this quite fascinating, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I do indeed, because the 30th of January is going to bring you two paths. There are going to be two paths ahead. But this will be very interesting because at the same time you're going to be under a little test, and the test that you are going to have, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's going to consist of you understanding that this is all about a new start. It is all about you pushing your fears aside. Now this is important more than ever, because you will step into like this some kind of direction which is just, you will basically, you're never going to look back again. And this is why the 30th of January 2021 is going to be so significant. Just remember, you will have two paths ahead. All you need to do is follow your intuition, follow your heart, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and let go of fear. Now it is more important than ever. This is going to be your challenge. This is going to be your test, indeed. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's for January 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's for January 2021. You know what? I'm getting rather excited about you because you're going to find yourself again. You're going to find your way again. It is not only about having two paths ahead, but it's about you finding yourself again. It's about finding your happiness again. There is going to something is going to happen, and your inspiration is going to like explode, but in the best possible way. When it comes to the actual number, your number is 377. 377, it's an important number when it comes to numerology, which means that these two paths that you are going to have are going to be rather sacred. But it's not only about that, it's about a remarkable opportunity of your lifetime, and this is why it's going to come with a little bit of test indeed. I need you to remember that this opportunity that you are going to have before the end of this month is not only going to change your mind, but it's also going to have the first beginning of your own progress, which are going to take place in January 2021. But then again, December 2021, it's going to be remarkable. It's going to be mind-blowing, and it's going to have a direct connection to everything that was happening in January. So yes, my gorgeous Sagittarini, this is going to change your life, but at the same time, you need to understand that you're going to be part of the tricky situations, like where you're going to feel like, you haven't got enough confidence, or like you haven't got enough self-esteem. Well, let me tell you something. Every time when you feel like this is your sign, this is your indication that there is not only going to be a vision that is going to be followed by these feelings and these emotions, but I need you to understand that these feelings and emotions are just a preparation for something really big. You have been waiting for a change for quite a while, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and this month you will be able to see this. At around the mid-month, towards the 20th, things are going to start changing rapidly. And when I say that things are going to start changing rapidly, there are other things that are going to take place, other things that are going to happen that are going to influence and impact your way of thinking when it comes to your future planning. Well, it's going to seem like a little bit weird and a little bit strange, but then at the same time, this is going to set you on the path. It is going to set you on the journey. But you need to remember that the secret is in you. The secret is within you, by following your own intuition and by following your own heart. I need you to remember this more than ever. This month is going to bring you an opportunity with unlimited possibilities, but that opportunity is going to require from you to dig a little bit deeper in order to kind of like connect to it on a much deeper level. And this is exactly what is going to happen this month. You are going to have a very spiritual and very important, very emotional experience. And this experience is going to come from the elements, the beginning of this experience is going to come from you having a very strong connection with the childhood, or with the things that you used to do when you were younger. Not necessarily childhood, but there is an insight, an important insight that is going to come from the past, which is going to play an important role in you making a rather significant decision. All these things you're going to need to take into consideration. And if you are Now, if you do find yourself like thinking about the past and things that you have done in the past, there is a very, very important spiritual key waiting for you there, because by doing this, you get your intention going, but without even realizing, because the power of your subconscious mind is going to be guiding you along the way. So in order to respond to this, is just try to kind of see and reflect what exactly are you thinking about when you are thinking about your past and things like that, because something is missing. Something is about to come back into your life. Something is going to return into your life. There is an important relationship which is going to return into your life. Not necessarily a boyfriend, husband, blah, blah, blah. An important, significant relationship. A blast from the past, if I can say like this. But someone very prominent and important. It's about to return into your life. And it's not only going to inspire you, but it's also going to confirm some kind of direction that you should be following. So this is very, very interesting, and it's going to happen when you least expect it. I want to say that, you know, this moment of you, numerology wise, you know, when it comes to the whole month, you know, there is an opportunity that you are going to have. So throughout this month, please do one thing for me. Just do those things that make you feel good. Do those things sorry. Do those things that make you feel really excited. Do those things that make you feel really optimistic, because that way you are going to be able to enhance your vibrant energy even more. So therefore, you're becoming even more magnetic, you know, throughout the month. So what happens is you just end up attracting the energy that you want in your life even more. And it comes like to you, you know, much quicker, much sooner. So this is something that you can really benefit from throughout this month. So please try to think optimistically. Do not think negatively, because that way you're just going to close the door in front of you, and you don't want to do this. And if you do close the door in front of you, I'm not saying that, you know, oh God, you know, like this is never going to return. But then again, karmically, you're going to need to work more there. You're going to need to work more in order to find yourself, in order to explore the particular situation in your life which is going to bring you this insight again. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen again, but I'm just saying that you need to take any kind of opportunity that you actually have. Okay, on another hand, you know, teamwork is more important than ever. Just remember that the teamwork is more important than ever. If you find yourself like really wondering about something, please do kind of like try to connect and reconnect with people, because somebody's input, somebody's influence is going to be playing an important role, you know, when it comes to you making a rather significant decision. What I need you to also, I need you to understand, do not allow worry to grow out of proportion, because I can see that you're going to be worrying, but then again, the worrying and the things that are going to be on your mind are going to be pretty much so the direct results of other things that are happening around you, around the world, for example, you know, that nothing that you can do about it, for example. So you just need to understand, just it's time to be as optimistic as you possibly can. I want to say that new emotional experience that you're going to have, it's also going to happen at around the time when your psychic abilities are going to be rather heightened, you know. And this is very important to say, because it's going to provide you with an opportunity to make a really, really strong and powerful decision. And I'm saying that over the last 2 months, you have been kind of doubting, you have been kind of preventing yourself to move on, purely because you were unable to make a decision. You just need to remember to follow your own heart, what I said before, rather than trying to make others happy. Please try to understand, follow your heart more than anything else this month, rather than trying to make others happy. Because first of all, my babies, you're going to need to think about yourself. You need to think about how you can expand yourself, you know, how you can advance yourself, and then you beautiful, gorgeous people, you can think about other people in your life. But it's important to understand, you know, that there is also an important moment that, you know, don't overanalyze a situation, because there is a problem that is going to arise at the same time, but you just need to understand to not to overanalyze any situation, because if you do this, then you're just going to make things more difficult, and you're just going to prolong things that shouldn't be prolonged in your life. Okay, you need to also, on another hand, understand that there is going to be an important insight that is going to come to you. Whether this is going to happen through the actual meditation, whether this is going to happen like while you're maybe dreaming, whether this is going to happen the first thing in the morning, you know, you need to pay attention to that. There is a clear guidance that you're going to have, that you're going to sense, that you're going to get hold of. And it's going to be very strange, very unusual, and very bizarre how strongly you're going to feel about it. Something is going to be so strong. Something is going to be so powerful about it. Something is going to be so unique about it. You will know that this is your sign, okay? And I'm keep on repeating that, you know, it's like it could happen the first thing in the morning, because I said this before so many times. It's like when we open our eyes the first thing in the morning, we are still part of all sorts of different dimensions. So therefore, we find it very beneficial when it comes to making a wise decision, but listening to our own intuition, because we are guided from all sorts of directions, from all sorts of dimensions. Because when we are sleeping, we have astral projections, we do all sorts of things that we don't necessarily remember. But the first few minutes are very significant, because they're giving us a clear guidance and clear direction, what exactly to pay attention to it. Like certain friend can be on your mind, certain situation, certain problem, but this is something that you really need to pay attention to, because it's going to help you with your own connection to reconnect, but also later to make the best possible decision that you could for yourself and other people in your life. My gorgeous Sagittarini, this is important. Look, I just have a very strong indication that I'm going to shuffle these cards now, these oracle cards, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Okay, with the help of the spirits, with the help of the spirit guides, I'm shuffling these cards. And I just have a strong feeling that I need to take this out. And this card, this oracle card, is going to tell us exactly what is going to take the center stage for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, this month. What is going to take the center stage is illumination. This is so important. You're going to see something. You're going to get in touch with something. You're going to see something, and that is going to change absolutely everything. What you're going to see this month is going to change your mind, it's going to change your way of thinking, and then it's going to bring you all sorts of ideas. This illumination is going to both ways, you know, two ways. On one hand, your personal energy and vibration will be very strong, so you're going to end up achieving quite a lot and making life-changing decisions this month. But on another hand, through your own illumination, you are going to invite that particular thing in your life that was missing, that particular thing in your life that was needed so much. You're going to feel like, oh my Lord, you know, like you needed this for such a long time. It is going to be the time of the spiritual enlightenment in both ways. As I said, on one hand, you're going to see something, and once you see something, everything is going to change, because lots of things that you couldn't understand are just going to start making sense. But most importantly, this is going to be super important and super significant for you to understand, to be your own self, to listen to yourself, and to following your own path. The more weird you are, the more strange you are, the more you're allowing yourself to be yourself, because there's going to be a strong element of yourself that is going to be screaming, notice me, that is going to be screaming that you should be paying attention to it. And this is what this gorgeous, beautiful, and really powerful illumination means. Very important moment in time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, my Lord. You know, it's going to be a moment like, oh my God, thank God. You see, exactly this is going to happen to you this month. When it comes to health, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm going to say to you, like I said to everybody, it's just so important to boost your immune system. Make sure that you're taking organic acerola cherry powder, which is a natural source of vitamin C. What I said before, I know I said it many times, but I'm going to say as many times as I need. Okay, it's important. So it's important for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, to boost your immune system. Get a little glass of water, 1 teaspoon of organic acerola cherry powder, mix it up with the water every single morning on an empty stomach. Take it alongside natural zinc and natural vitamin D. Okay, and in a lunchtime, my babies, in a lunchtime, okay, just basically take something like organic selenium. Selenium is super important also, and very much so needed in order to boost immune system at this very moment in time. So organic selenium you can get like in a natural supplement, but also you can get like organic Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are actually the highest source, the richest source of selenium in the world. So you can actually get organic Brazil nuts and eat it 5 or 6 pieces a day. If you eat 5 or 6 pieces of organic Brazil nuts, this is actually going to give you the perfect amount of selenium that you actually need. Very important indeed. On another hand, what else I was going to say, it's a digestion as usual. Try to avoid sugar because sugar is vile. I took sugar out of my diet a long time ago. I mean, I do have a little bit of chocolate, you know, every now and then, things like that, cakes and cookies and that's fine. But to actually take a sugar and put it in a coffee or a teas, no baby, no. Try to avoid it. It's vile. Sugar is not what people actually think that it is, and it's much worse for us than anyone can possibly imagine who doesn't really go into these things. So try to avoid sugar, cut out sugar, avoid it completely, and try to maybe replace with organic honey, okay, or organic maple syrup. Organic maple syrup is my favorite, absolutely, because it's actually really good for you and it's going to boost your energy, but it's going to be very good and beneficial when it comes to your stomach and when it comes to your digestion. Nice little bit of friendly bacteria would be quite necessary, like you get it in yogurts, and also at the same time just try to drink organic chamomile tea because it's going to be beneficial for your stomach, but it's also going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system. Important indeed. Okay, one more thing, my gorgeous Sagittarini, your skin is going to be rather sensitive, so if you're putting things on your skin, make sure that they're natural, okay? So if you can eat it, then you can put it on your skin. Otherwise, no baby, no. Chemicals are bad for us, most certainly. We've got enough of those chemicals around us that they give us, put everywhere, so that's why you just protect yourself like this. But on another hand, try to make sure that you get an deodorant without aluminium, okay? Without aluminium, because aluminium is vile, basically. It just blocks your pores, and then you just end up with this concoction of chemicals within your body, and I say no baby, no. So try to get like a basically natural deodorant without aluminium. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant or if you are breastfeeding, my gorgeous Sagittarini, please check with your doctor or GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Sagittarini, or not. So now I'm just going to, before I go on to the first date, I highly recommend you to get a lapis lazuli. Gorgeous little lapis lazuli is also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt. It's a very powerful little crystal which is going to help you in so many different ways when it comes to you expressing yourself, you explaining yourself, you making decisions, you making the right decisions at the time when you're very indecisive. And at the time when you're very indecisive, sometimes, and especially in this occasion, you're still going to kind of hold yourself down because of uncertainties in front, uncertainties ahead, uncertainty above that, you know. So that can kind of like scare you a little bit and maybe like prevent you from having an action where you should have an action. And this is why lapis lazuli is remarkable, because it helps you to kind of like get hold of the things that you should be paying attention to, because it's very good for your spiritual strength, for spiritual balance when it comes to courage and self-esteem, but also at the same time it brings you the greatest wisdom because it points you towards the right direction. And at the same time, if you do have some dreams and things like that, these little things helps you to kind of remembers them, okay? And this is going to be quite important for January and February for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below, lapis lazuli. And by buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that. Now, the first date that I need you to pay attention to is going to be on the 5th of January. Now, the 5th of January, you need to understand, because you're going to be like kind of wondering something, confusing situation. It's going to make things even more confusing to you, because you will want to have a certain step ahead, but that something is going to kind of like stop you, something is going to block you. And this is all this uncertainty in our mind. This is when we become aware how powerful our mind is. And that's why I said, in order to not to block the vision ahead of you, you just need to understand that you need to think optimistically, you need to think positively. And even if there is some kind of like a maybe mistake that you made, that's fine. That's why fine. It's all part of the path. It's all part of the journey that we are meant to be at, which is going to be beneficial for us at every single moment in time, because it's going to help us to grow. This is why we are here on this earth, to learn and then to go over until we learn our, I wouldn't say lesson, but our process, progress, which helps us to advance our spirit, and therefore we just grow and we start feeling connected to other things. And this is why the 5th of January, it's important to do more research. You know, it's important to see what's blocking you, but at the same time, it's important to do more research as well, okay? There is some kind of learning process that it's going to become rather important here, but also it's going to be needed from you to understand that this is the time, if you find yourself a little bit confused, you know, to reach out for the assistance, you know. This is an amazing moment in time when you're going to find yourself being challenged, but then again, you just need to understand to follow your own intuition. And even if there are things that you can't understand, you will know that this is going to be an important part of your progress, because it's going to be connected to the end of the situation that is going to bring relief, you know. And this is brilliant, because at the same time you will become aware of the opportunity for the actual for new happiness. This is going to bring you the moment where you're going to realize that weight of your shoulders is going to be lifted, but then at the same time it's going to be wonderful, because it's all about the swift activity and amazing progress, you know, when it comes to this particular movement. But also at the same time, it's going to provide you with an opportunity to understand something, and that in itself is going to play an important role at the end of the month of January, where you're going to make this decision. It's to do with your advancement, but also the message that you're going to get at the end of January is going to confirm this particular situation to you. So the 5th of January is going to be super significant when it comes to you wondering something at the end of January and the last couple of days. So this is all going to make sense, because you're going to be able to put 2 and 2 together. Okay, the second important date, sorry, my gorgeous Sagittarini, is going to be on the 16th of January. Now, the 16th of January, I like it because this is all about a very helpful outlook and also rather favorable expectation. It's going to come up, and it's to do also rather important when it comes to returning into of someone very special in your life. But then again, at the same time, it's all going to boil down to you having an important new alliance, new inspiration, which is most certainly going to be so significant when it comes to you having a lack of determination. Maybe over the last few months you had a lack of determination, so that particular person is really going to inspire you, and it's brilliant because it's going to help you to kind of see something that you couldn't see before, and that in itself is going to help you understand certain things about your future and an important opportunity ahead. I like this. The 16th of January, it's going to help you realize an important opportunity ahead. Pay attention, because it's going to seem so tiny, so little, but it's going to grow into something absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to require from you to make a certain edit, to make necessary changes when it comes to the management of your life. You're going to just have to cut something out, change your lifestyle just a tiny little bit, but this is going to boil down to the actual abandonment and sacrifice that you're going to need to make. So this is absolutely fine, because it's going to bring you the moment when you're going to feel very much so self-illuminated, a bit of a little hermit moment, which is going to help you so much to understand what you're in self-denial about. So you just see that basically it's all about you following your own devotion, and you are going to need to offer something, some kind of service that you have, some kind of effort that you need to make towards the specific goal. Just remember that you will offer a service or an effort here, and this is going to be needed towards the actual specific goal. Very, very important time for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, in so many different ways. Look, I'm just going to show you this now. Also, you know, you had patience, but your patience, my gorgeous Sagittarini, is going your patience is going to be rewarded here at this moment in time. This is how it's going to feel, most certainly. Look what you have. Blessings are coming. Absolutely beautiful. And also when blessings are coming, anything that comes up that requires from you to be optimistic or adventurous, just go for it. Indeed. Okay, the third important date, my gorgeous Sagittarius, it's going to be on the 31st of January. Now, the 31st of January, you know, you're just going to feel like a little bit negative, and you're going to feel like a little restrained, you know, a little restrained, maybe not even caused by you, but maybe caused by other people, you know. So there is a bit of a restraint that you're going to feel, and that is going to put you in a certain frame of mind when it comes to you thinking about one particular problem, one annoying, heavy, little bastard problem problem which is like an obstacle that you are going to have, but it's pretty much so connected to the actual displeasure, delays, you know, and also the certain barriers that you had so far. And that obstacle, it's really going to be quite beneficial for you, because it's going to redirect you a little bit, and the redirection is going to happen at the moment in time when you start focusing on a big change, making a big change, starting a big change. This is the beginning of progress. But the change when it comes to immediate environments, the change when it comes to home, the change when it comes to your home environment, happiness, you know, and things like that. There is an important support that you will have here. As I said, this is going to be rather beneficial for you for so many different ways, but then at the same time, it's what you had the patience about. Now you're going to be rewarded. An important reward is coming. An important reward is about to happen. And at the same time, I just need you to understand also that somebody's good influence is going to be playing an important role here. You know, you are going to have an omen on the 31st of January. Please pay attention to what your omen is going to be. Please pay attention to what your sign is going to be. An omen that you're going to have, it's going to come in a form of like an animal again. And it's wonderful that this is still happening and it's going through into 2021, because January, it's a very strong and it's a very powerful time when we have our omens, because the energy is still quite strong. The energy is still so powerful and unique because of the energy pull and the energy shift that we had throughout the actual December 2020, because it was the end of the year. So you're going to be benefiting from that particular pull, which is also that moment in time going to help you to create the highest level of confidence in order to move on, but also at the same time in order to understand this sign that you are going to have. An omen that you're going to have, it's going to come in the form of an animal on the 31st of January, whether this is going to be dog, cat, little bird, it could be an insect. You will know that this is part of your dimension. You will know that this is part of your energy. You will know that this is part of your vibration, because this omen is going to be something is going to be so different, so strange, so unusual about it. So you will know it. It's your sign. But most importantly, as soon as you're aware of that sign, you need to kind of like really try to reflect on your situation so much in the deepest possible way, by trying to think what was on your mind the very first thing in the morning, what is bothering you for the last few days, what is creating your problem, what is making you feel really negative. You know, there is a lot that you're going to start understanding from this situation, because that omen is going to give you an important answer when it comes to the direction towards the new dimension. And it's about the desire, determination, a strong willpower. An important goal is going to be revealed to you, and it's going to come in the form of like, you have to choose this, you have to choose this, and guess what? You are going to make a very, very intelligent choice at the end of January 2021. This is going to be mind-blowing, because it's to do with the desire, but it's also to do with your will, and it's going to bring you resolution of so many things in your life. Somebody very close to you whom you need to help with, it needs your help, you know. This is also going to be very beneficial for those people that are very close in your life, close to you, like a family members and people like that. Very, very important, my gorgeous Sagittarius, indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first part of the actual January. But before I even go there, I know that you're going to benefit from the actual chakra pendant. Look at this beauty. It has like a perfect amount of crystals around it, my gorgeous babies. You are going to be going through your own personal rebirth throughout January. You are going to need a bit of like a Vavumish confidence at the same time. You are going to be facing unusual situations. You are going to be facing uncertain situations. For all these things, you know, kind of it creates certain vibration within us. It either helps us to go through it, or it either kind of like confuses us and slows us down a little bit. It depends in what state of mind when it comes to our spirituality we are. So this is why the actual chakra pendant with the perfect amount of crystals is creating this energy. On one hand it protects you, but on another hand it's perfect for the grounding, so you make the best possible decisions and choices that you possibly possibly can. For January and February, this is a must. This comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, do you know what? I'm getting very excited about the first part of January. Oh my God, when it comes to you, you know, it is just basically something like, oh my God, something on the within the last 9 months that you wanted to come through, something within the last months that you wanted to happen. Now you're going to have a very strong indication, you know, when it comes to that. It's an important wish. It's about to come through, you know, something is about to start becoming reality. Slowly but surely, you will realize this, and that this is a quite rather magical time of life, and it's just going to give you so much energy and optimism that you actually needed. It is not going to start happening straight away, but you can have a very strong indication, very strong sign, in particular when it comes to timing. But you will know it's, you know, this is a very, very important step into your future, which is going to start happening here. On another hand, you know, this is the first part of January. It's also going to bring you like a bit of a temporary pause for reflection and insight, you know. So an awakening where you see things in a whole new life. You need to understand to embrace your own uniqueness. You need to understand to embrace your own uniqueness. Your own uniqueness is your own power. Your own uniqueness is you. Your own uniqueness is when you allow yourself to be yourself, and this is when you're the most powerful. You know, this is something that you really need to pay attention to. By the time we get to this mid part of January, you know, I want you to understand, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by the time we get to the mid part of January, you know, it's like basically this is going to bring it a whole new page. You're going to start feeling like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try that. You know, you're going to feel like you're in explorative, you know, stage, an explorative mood, and this is exactly what is fantastic, because this is going to bring you the whole new perspective, the whole new view, the whole new realization about life. It's to do with a new start. You just need to remember to trust yourself and put your fears aside. What I said before, you know, take a leap of faith, most certainly. Okay, you need to understand to stand up for your belief, but also at the same time you are going to win something really major, something really big, something really huge. Okay, you're gonna feel like a winner, because it's all about a victory, which is going to allow you to have a wise choice, and that wise choice is going to bring you recognition and success. Oh my God, pay attention to what choice you have. Pay attention to what victory is coming out at around the mid-January. Pay attention to what choice you will have at around that victory, because that choice also comes with a little hidden elements around it. So it's like kind of, you need to dig a little bit deeper in order to see the true meaning of this, because it's going to come with so many different elements of surprise later on, because it means it's something really little that is just going to blow up, you know, out of the proportions, but in the best possible way, because it's going to bring in not only success, but really important advancement in your life. Mid-January towards the end of January, it's perfect for those of you who want to like work on like promotion, if you want to promotion with your work, if you want to express yourself, if you want to explain yourself, if you want to challenge yourself, if you haven't got a job and you want to find a job. Most certainly mid-January towards the end of January, it's going to be remarkable, because your energy is going to be very strong. You're going to be shining really bright. So therefore this is going to help you so much more along your journey. I'm not saying that you need help, but I'm just saying that you're going to find this so beneficial. It helps you to speed the process up so much. But along the way, you just see and you notice so many things that you didn't notice around you, and they were all the time there. And this is the beauty of life. This is the magic of life. And this is what's about to happen to you indeed. Okay, the last part of January, it's going to bring you really the moment of transformation. The last week of January, it's all about your transformation. You know, you are going to have a significant life experience at the end of January, you know, and that life experience that you're going to have, it's going to require certain changes to be made, you know, and it's going to be very powerful and quite unexpected revelation which you are going to have, but it's going to help you so much to break free and also to release all belief system. This is more important than ever, and this happens when you're karmically growing, when you're spiritually growing. You will know that this is your time. And also on another hand, you know what else is going to happen at the end of January? An important news, you know, news that you will want to celebrate, news that is going to make you feel really excited, news that is going to make you feel really happy, you know. At the same same time, you're going to feel like a gratitude and really great, because it's all about the opportunity and you having your own reward. But then at the same time, you know, it's just you stepping into the right direction. You know, there are going to be certain elements of the unknown around you. And you know, it's going to make you like, oh God, maybe I shouldn't. Yes, baby, most certainly you should. Really big progress is going to happen at the end of January when you step into the unknown. Okay, when you do something completely out of the out of the ordinary. So in January, it's also going to bring you kind of doing things a little bit differently, and in such a way, when it comes to those things that you're doing on daily basis, January, you're going to start doing things slightly differently, and this is going to bring you a whole new world of possibilities. In fact, please do me a favor, Sagittarini, please, this is how you go with this vibration, this is how you go with this flow. The last week of January is so important when it comes to your personal awakening. Try to change what you do on daily basis, please. Just one little thing every day is going to change so much. And this is how you go along with this process, and this is how you get the most of it, most certainly indeed. Okay, so now, my go to Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in a relationship. You know, for those of you in relationship, it looks like you're waiting for something, but you know, it's to do with the delay. You're waiting for something, and it's just like kind of what is it? Two of Coins. You see, interesting. You see, very interesting, because you're waiting for something, and for those of you that are couples, and you're just going to need to wait a little bit longer. However, you're going to have a very positive information and indication that you were doing things just right. Okay, so it's a bit of a delay about something that you're expecting, that's something that you're waiting for. But on another hand, the greatest balance is coming through. The greatest balance is coming forward. What you both wanted, and this is nothing to do with this delay, by the time you get to the last part of January, for the couples, this is, you know, very important opportunity you're going to become aware of. And it's not going to happen then and there, but the beginning of the new path, which is going to be revealed for both of you. And you will be kind of thinking whether we should do this or not, but most certainly the answer is yes. Any single opportunity that comes up, do it, because I can see that you're going to be doubting. Maybe you will think that the situation is not right, looking at the larger scale, everything around. No, baby, no. You look at yourself, you think about things that you should be doing for your life, instead of like trying to pick up on the negativity around. I'm saying this purely because there are lots of negative and uncertain energies that are affecting people, so you just have to remember to stay along your path. The bottom line is, by the end of January 2020, there is a very important opportunity that you're going to become aware of, you as the couple, that is about to arrive, and this is all to do with your advancement, okay, attraction, but it's also going to be connected to the challenging situation. So most certainly go for it. Okay, important. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you that are single and ready to mingy. My gorgeous Sagittarini. Okay. Oh, Nine of Swords. Look at this, look at this, look at this. And Nine of Swords. It looks like that you need to let someone go. You're very deep, you're very spiritual, you're very powerful. Your power of your mind is like, when it comes to your subconsciousness, is like mind-blowing in so many different ways. But sometimes without you realizing, you're still getting, you're still kind of like focusing on the people in your life that you shouldn't. So there is someone that you are focusing on, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that you need to let them go. They were not the right person for you. Maybe it was just like a bit of a stranger in the night, Sagittarini in the morning. Maybe it was that kind of moment that happened, or maybe you just had a kissy, or maybe nothing even happened. But you just need to understand to let someone go. There's the particular person that you should let go, because karmically they slowly came to an end. If you don't let them go, they will just prolong things for you. And when I say that they will prolong things for you, it's just like you need to let them go within yourself, and then you just allow to other people to come in, but into your life. But first of all, you need to realize who is this person that you need to let go. It's more important than ever, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Okay, Eight of Wands, you see, and this is just basically, it's not going to be that long. It's at the time when you feel very active, at the time when you feel a great determination, at around the month, at around the end of the month, you will make a decision, and the decision that you will make, it's going to put you on the path, it's going to put you on the journey. On one hand is to do with continuation, on another hand is to do with something completely new and completely different. This is the time when someone very special is about to walk into your life. It's not going to be that long. Somebody very powerful and somebody who is going to inspire you. My Lord, it is not going to be that long, but January 2021 will play an absolutely crucial role in this. Just remember that you need to let this person go first. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarius, I love you all so much. I wish you the best ever 2021 year. I wish you all the best, my gorgeous Sagittarius. I wish you a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Mwah, I love you all so much, but also wish you like a happy new year 2021. 2020 was like a complete bitch, so bye bye bitch. And 2020 was like a complete bitch. 2021, hello my darling, you know, we need to think positively, we need to be optimistic, you know. So I just wish you all the best in 2021, my gorgeous Sagittarius. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Sagittarius. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.